How's it going, guys? So this shouldn't be a long video. So if you're looking to see which one of these phones you want to get, the Turbo 2 or the Moto Z Force. Now they're both from Verizon, of course. There's a lot of similarities here. Both have 5 megapixel of front cameras, both have 21 megapixel cameras on the back, but of course this one's up to date with like laser autofocus, optical image stabilization, phase detection autofocus. I mean, you're getting like one of the best cameras out there. 87 on the XO Mark, 84 on the XO Mark, but both great cameras. Took this picture with this phone here. Both have great battery life. This one has wireless charging. This one does not, but you know you can get a mod that adds that to it. USB Type-C here, micro USB here. Both have one front-facing speaker, so one of these is the speaker on the Turbo 2, and the speakers up here on the Moto Z Force. Feel in the hand, definitely give it to the Moto Z Force. It's got the bigger display and still easier to hold, especially if you add a Moto mod to it. Fun idea, if somebody's looking to create mods, create a style mod that has like a, not only your curved back, but also, you know, just like the original Moto X, it'll start off smaller at the bottom, then kind of get bigger at the top. So that would actually make the Z Force, any of the Z phones, feel like just a bigger Moto X, you know? So I think that would be dope. So this does have a headphone jack, of course, but you're more future-proofed with the USB Type-C here. Fingerprint sensor, amazing. You just tap it, it turns off. Tap it again, it turns back on. Well, like that. But it's pretty quick. Usually if you just bring it out of your pocket, you just tap it. I have just these 2 fingers attached to it now, but it works very well. I've had no issues with it. So no fingerprint sensor here, but I usually use smart locks, like hand on body detections. Like if it's on my body, it won't lock. So smart lock is pretty useful for phones that don't have the fingerprint sensor. You can see here, of course, the Z Force is taller quite a bit. So again, a 5.5-inch display here, 5.2-inch display here. Both AMOLED, but this one is going to be better here. It's brighter. It does look as recessed. The colors just kind of pop more with the display here. The Z Force is, of course, gonna run smooth. This is one of the smoothest ones. This is the smoothest one that I've used. Let's wait until I get the Pixel in hand. That probably might beat it with the Snapdragon 821, but we'll see. This has the Snapdragon 810. This one does run a little. Runs a little bit warmer, but not that warm. The 810 did have a lot of overheating issues, but you don't notice them too much with this. But yeah, there's no overheating here unless you're using the mods and you're doing a lot of things with it. But even then, it's not that so bad that you have to put it down. And what else between the two? I mean, they're both from Verizon, so you're gonna get similar apps. There are some differences in terms of like Moto Display, Moto Actions, Moto Voice. Actually, let's open the Moto app real quick. Go to, spelled Moto wrong. I haven't set up, so you have Actions, Voice, and Display. Display is a little bit different on the they finally did fix the Moto Display on this one and the earlier in the Moto X 2nd gen and 3rd gen. So they should all be fixed now. So with Google Play Music, it was messed up. Moto Actions, so you got approach, the flashlight, the camera, pick up to stop ringing, and swipe to shrink screen are new. So as you can see here, you do get a little bit more here. Lift for Moto Voice, which I actually like, but I didn't use that much, but I did like that. So I'm kind of sad they took that away. But, you know, what you gonna do? Voice, of course. The one thing about Voice is they had Google take over most of the voice actions. So that means it's not being done through Moto Voice anymore, but Moto Voice is what you use to make your launch phrase. So, but you do miss out on things like saying what's up to read your messages and where's my phone for your phone to start ringing. So Google, if you're listening, please add that. That would be dope. Much appreciated. So that was the Moto apps there. In terms of the camera, as you can see, those are the differences. You do get manual controls on the Moto Z Force, of course. Professional mode, slow motion. You get 1080p, 60 frames per second, which you don't get here. So here you get 4K, 720p, and 1080p. So a little bit of difference. I do prefer the new camera app. It gives you the option to do shutter or to tap the screen. You can get this camera on the Z4 on the Turbo 2 if you'd like, but of course you still would be missing out on the manual controls. But so if you're trying to decide between these two phones, they're both great phones. I think the biggest thing that's gonna make your decision, if there's like a really good deal on the Turbo 2, I say get the Turbo 2. But if the Turbo 2 is still pretty close in price to this one, I say get the Z Force. And you're probably gonna end up spending more money with the Z Force because there are also the mods that you get with them. But think about it this way: the mods will last for like 3 years, so they're gonna last for the next Moto Z and the Moto Z after that. So you got the Moto Z, even if you don't upgrade next year, but you upgrade the next, you still get to use your mods, so you don't have to throw them away like we do with current accessories. This phone is great all by itself. Honestly, I used it with no issues. Only have to charge it a little bit. I don't use wireless charging, so that doesn't really matter for me. The shatterproof display works great on both. I haven't had any issues. I've dropped both of these phones. You can see I got a nice little dent up here. Little scratches. This phone, I dropped it like 10 times in one day. I don't know what was going on, but I was drinking that days, but I don't drink anymore. I ain't got time for that. And this one I've dropped even more. If this can focus here. Scratches up here. Got scratches up here. Down here. Yeah, so these phones, if you drop your phone, or if you're getting a phone for like a teenager or someone younger, one of these phones is a good option because it's gonna save you money. And trust me, it is expensive. Both of these phones, if you have Verizon's insurance, I'm not sure if Motorola offers insurance on these ones, but it's $150 deductible if you happen to crack the screen. So, but you're not gonna crack the screen on these ones. So I'll have to spend it because I broke the glass. So keep that in mind with the Moto Z Force. You might want a case for this, or just use it with a Moto mod always to reduce your chances of it cracking like mine did. But I'll say the biggest difference, like, what's going to make a difference for you is the price. And if you're interested in the Moto mods, like I'm really, really interested in the True Zoom mod. I don't know why so many people are hating it. I see so many benefits to it, and it's the future, it's innovation. So this right here, this was innovative because it brought the shatterproof display, but this has the shatterproof display and the Moto mods, and the performance is top notch. I mean, there's a lot to like here. So of course, as you can tell, I do prefer this one, but I wouldn't be angry if this was my daily phone either. I love both. I think they do great things. But yeah, let me know what you think. What are your opinions? Definitely like this one. This phone has like changed everything for me. Like I never knew I could have a phone to where I just have no worries. Standby time is good. Battery life is good. The mods are super useful. So yeah. I gotta give it up to this one. So let me know what you guys think. Man, this phone is not zooming very well. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.